Should I worry about the recent drop in the stock market? Hello everyone, this is Ahmed Saleh and this is a weekly market recap. Okay, now to the key messages. The market dropped last week despite we had a good GDP data and good inflation report. Yet this drop is healthy profit taking. There is nothing to worry about so far. We are down only 1% from the all-time high. And now let's go to the details. So the drop that we have seen in September, it was 0.3% in the S&P, 0.7% in the Nasdaq. It's a very minor drop and it's a very minor profit taking. Been going up since May without really some meaningful drop. We need to watch what will happen this week. September is defying the history and still going up with a very good percentage. Watch out for the 21 days moving average. This is a very good support point. I think if we drop below this point, then it's going to be a warning sign and short-term traders, swing traders should be out of the market at that point of time. This is about 100 points away, so it's about 1.5%. So watch out for this support next week. We have also unemployment. We are expecting 4.3%. Any higher number is good news. So now bad news is good news for the market, because it means that the Fed will reduce interest rate in the coming two meetings as per the dot plot that we have seen in the previous videos. My trading strategies are the same. There is no change on them. And now let's go and see some stocks. So Seagate went down by -2%. It is normal with the market drop last week. The gold miners are doing very well at 3.5%. If you got shaken out last week, there is no problem at all. You can still go in again. EGC is also doing good, plus 2.4%. And again, if you got shaken out, there is no issue at all. You can go back in again. The gold is doing very well, plus 2%. CrowdStrike, here we stop a moment. So it dropped down from 500 to 475, 470. So that's about 5%. If you went out, that's fine. There is no problem. You can take your profit. But normally here we had this gap up between the 450 and the 470. So I have seen that this stock rebounded from the 470 line. Now this is a good entry point, because below this point, it's very clear you need to go out. So normally if you see such rebound and such clear exit point, then you can go in again and then you exit when this point is broken. Next one is Grail. It went up by 18%. It's very wild stock. You can see here these candles is plus 10% up and down. So it's a very high volatility stock. But if you stay in the stock, you will get this reward. But most probably most of the traders will be out. Why is that? Because the ATR of this stock is about 5%, 2.6 versus 50. It's about 5% or a little bit more. So if you want to protect in your stop loss, you will take about 1.52 times the ATR, which is about 10%. And that's what we have seen. It's a very volatile stock. Now, one point you have to watch here is that the previous peaks were having a high volume. You can see in July, high volume here, and you can see in mid-Feb, high volume here. So what does this mean? It means there is overhanging supply at these points, and this is confirming that these points will be acting as a strong resistance point. So sometimes we sell on strength, sometimes we sell on support. I'll make a special video for that later on. But in this case, if you see any retreat at the 50, which I expect that this will happen, then you can go out at this point. Why is that? Because there are lots of people that are stuck at this point and will start selling when the stock is reaching that point. So this is what we call overhanging supply with a high volume here. So I expect some profit taking at this point. So make sure that you don't lose the profit that you have made. Another stock here, Sound. So you can see that the stock dropped by -2% last week, and this is because of the overhanging supply that we have here. Very high volume at this point, so it's acting as a strong resistant. Next stock is Rocket Lab. If you are still in this stock, we said last time that we will exit at the break of the 25 and 50 daily moving average, and this is still the case. So if you are still in this stock, watch out for this key support level. You can see that the stock rebounded several times, 1, 2, and this is the third time that it's staying here. So this is a clear exit point. Next one is Ethereum. We said we'll go out below the 21 daily moving average, and it went down. Of course, here you can see a gap, but this is not really a gap because Ethereum is one of the stocks that is traded 24 hours. So if you put the chart with the outside trading hours, you will see that there was no gap here and you can exit, but you just need to put the stop loss to be executed outside the regular trading hour. So we exit that stock. Next one is ABB. So the stock is doing very well. And again, if you got shaken out here, there is no problem. You can go in again. There is no issue in that. Next one is KWIB, a drop of 2.3%. It's okay, no problem in that. That was it for this week. Thank you very much. If you like the video, please press like, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and put any question in the comments. A reminder that this video is for educational purpose only and should not be considered as a financial advice. Any investment or trade you make is based on your own decision and is at your own risk. Thank you very much. This was Ahmed Saleh.